As we see a return for the two-time Challengers East winning organisation. Now, first match for them since the last roster fell in Ascension groups. Shakma take to the stage, and it's Eternal Fire that are going to draw first blood.
Although Cider X is not really being moved at all, he will eventually be, and well, you look at the utility still coming forward, there's still bodies as well here to support the site anchors as he makes it look as easy as possible as he gets 3 of his own, and Eternal Fire convert that pistol round.
Head towards B, you have the stun ready and waiting on Anima, Aftershock as well, and the star here placed.
To walk through the smoke, he's just brave to hold it down himself, but Anima will come through at the right time. And now Kushner holding on to his Marshall, hit will hit like an op. That'll be a double up of rounds for Eternal Fire. Of the post plan and how they're setting things up, Kushner gets in, Demic's now aware. And is also aware of Chester's contact, looking to play off that. But, well, Kushner makes his way in, and Demic plays 2 angles and wins 2 kills off the back of it. Anima and Izzy now are the ones to try and get things underway. I mean, they've got a lot to really define and find their way through before they even get a chance.
The players spotted.
Straight through. I mean, the whole site has been respected, although Kushner has tried to be a bit too cheeky. And all the trades are working out in Eternal Fire's favour. A rifle back in pocket. GoNext so well aware of what is coming their way. Things keep going back and forth, and there needs to be GoNext grabbing hold of this round and finding a way to bring themselves forward. It's just not happening, and this is where the mistakes can really cost.
Kushner will spot him, he's forced to fade away. In fact, GoNext are pushing 4 players strong straight through the choke point.
Now here comes the ultimate as well, the showstopper, and it's not even going to get fired. GoNext comes straight through the smokes, finding what they need to, but Brave still hiding behind the box, and GoNext were so aware as he now left with it all to do, but scrapping their way to the end.
Kushner, whose op has started things off well for Eternal Fire here. He's going to do it again!
Yeah, exactly, no punishment whatsoever. Players solo peeking.
Situations, but he is supported up against 5 on the opposite side. The Cosmic Divide went in nice and early. It's starting to decay as Chester has his chance from the corner. 2 out of Chester, make it a triple. Needs the ace clutch. 1 player on top, and the stun is a little delayed. He's got a 4th. TP, Paranoia trying to play around the side. It's just out into the open, but there's a gap. Chester for the ace clutch. He can see the defuse coming in, but not in a position to stop it. Back onto it now. Is it enough? No! Cider's won it out, the captain for his team.
Investigations, perhaps. Now the Rolling Thunder invested, and there's still so much utility on this A side.
Yeah, the traps stay up, and the Armageddon comes back through to just push GoNext out, kick them over the threshold, shut the door, and padlock it. Still supporting. Kushner's op ends it. Chris is the last man left, and he'll run. What has arrived? There are bodies on the line. Eternal Fire ready for a fight, and Kushner creeping ever closer behind. They just need to buy him some time. Cider's already done that. Not before Chris gets his 3rd. Brave still involved. Here is Kushner, and Brave yet again. Formerly of BBL, now back on the Challengers stage. Kushner trying to claim 10 seconds or less. Spike out in the open, Brave on the corner, a TP is a death sentence. Brave will win it out. Kozok's down on a stinger, but that works well at close range.
Suppression coming through, players being found, and the bullets being sent back. Giveaway positions, and Chester being cleared in the corner. Now things get worrying, and Defi tried to activate at the right time! GoNext find 4 and give themselves a lifeline for the next half.
Drone spotting the 2nd, but happy enough with that. They regroup towards Heaven, while Kushner is re-clearing spawn himself. Doesn't get anything. Not rewarded. Chester one back, but time ticking down.
Sidler's just went away from the angle and wants to play an Izzy instead, has it. Will they play a crossfire? There's so much utility they need to deal with. They're not going to get an opportunity, really, to hold on to this. Anima now having to work through the defensive Viper wall. It won't work out, and with plenty of time to get this over the line.
Those as well. Kushner with the nade, the only real piece of non-regenerative util that you can call upon. Oh, what a shot from Izzy.
I mean, that's crazy. You know, that was just a contact that we're looking to play to activate the utility. Chester on the other side has managed to stop the players in main, and knows there's another, while the rest of the players work on him and sort things out. That'll be as easy as it possibly.
And that could be a problem. The spam is just so close to Chris. A double fatality would be everything, and he wants to fight this. Exactly. He's misinformed.
Yeah, again, being the young gun, knows that they can rely on his own mechanical ability. Oh! His mechanical ability again, then buys out Chester though!
Just bailed out the rest of his team. And as I say, in the absence of one, there's a step up from another. Chester there, and now Demek prowling the backline, swings at it and misses completely. A Kozok clutch is queued up. He'll guess the game wrong on the exit of the angle, but still, damage on both players. Brave and Cider sit so low, the Bulldog can't bite back, and with it, a thrifty conversion. And there has been a slight improvement in the previous. You've got to hold them to high standards, whether you like it or not. And with Neffy here solo, he's left out isolated. Chris again, another big decision to make. A respect of the Armageddon given, and Kozok has managed to find 2 kills from it. 2 back from Eternal Fire. Still they have the numbers.
Yeah, but they don't have the spike, and that's the issue. They're going to have to try and fight it back, and Chris has got control.
Brilliant.
This is now a
rollers are circling from opposite sides, and Izzy's just trying to buy the attention.
One enemy remaining.
Chester comes in the right time, but Chris has already shot it out. Still an ultimate orb that could potentially go towards that dimensional drift, but also just the other aspect to it is the fact that it's someone to trade out, right? I mean, that would be the case, but now Neffy being found out, it's making things get a little bit more worrying. 2 players now that have been isolated and converted into advantages that Eternal Fire can work with.
They're trying to flash back into the mid piece. 3 players here, 2 on the other side. They both go down. 4 GoNext, and Eternal Fire end up cleaning. Gunned up, peeks onto the angle. Confident as ever, but the refight coming in.
Taking away, Kushner has been set up to perfection. That's the one thing. When Kushner's had a great map, his initiators have been spot on every single time. Come through, that's the worst part. The longer you take, the more value that utility will find. Into the pit they go, still not finding Kushner, but eventually he will go and still continuing on forward. Demek's found a couple now, and this is starting to get worrying as Zeno and Brave combine at the end. And Eternal Fire, just when you thought GoNext were coming back into it.
Demek with the ability to have it back online right now. Only 1 player away from this upper re-clear from Eternal Fire. That's going to be Cider. It's Kushner fighting the front lines, and the point man to this push has already found Demek. His opposite number is gone. Continue to lead that charge. Flash catches. So many faces, and they'll fall to the fire. Kushner with 3 already, and Chester has nowhere to go but his ghost. 30 seconds left on the clock. The pin is full.
Yeah, again, like what we've said before, they are moving into a Cypher setup where it's going to make things extremely difficult for them to move through. Chris, though, has got something back, and Demek has sent it home. Brave has the capability of sending this into Eternal Fire's favour, but has to get through 3 players, and he won't even get through the first. GoNext managed to convert.
Will want to be short fused himself to come flying back through. Second satchel over the top. Finally spots out Kozok, but can't take him down. Neffy's held the line. The flash behind his head, and he's crushed another skull. Anima to try and save them. His time is short-lived. And GoNext start to spend theirs in the sun. And they are going to send their own showstopper in this direction now.
Yeah, remember there is a player towards one of the corners. Demek, he has not thought about CT and he's been found out. Lots of ultimates to be sent either way. Kushner still looking to try and force the issue, which he gets punished for. Spike wasn't committed, it's down on the site, and the players of GoNext are going to have to fight through from CT, which they do. Chester trying to stay alive but can't. A 2v2, the health advantage towards GoNext, and it's ended up working out in their favour. As soon as the first contact's taken, it'll be easy to just immediately get on to the next player. That's what you thought. That was a nice smoke by Brave. And now a 1v1 versus Chris. All it takes is one headshot, but all it would take from Chris is one body.
Yourself half a
20
chance.
seconds.
And as you say, time is running short. The B play being called in by GoNext. We've not seen them go for this one just yet, and there's a reason for it. Eternal Fire have shown them the door. Kushner tries to fly in through the back, he's dead! 8 seconds! Blind needs to come in, looking to deny it, pulled off the situation, there's no longer left for this one now. Eternal Fire have already won it, but they're going to take the jewels anyway. 3 from Anima, Fenders. Paranoia prepared by Brave, reverse side of the door. This time it's the Rolling Thunder and Anima capitalizing. The animal is let loose. It's 2, but 2 might not just take it for now. Let's go next. They're only a player short of this. Anima's not stopped. The gloves have come off and he keeps on going. Next player up is Chester. He's the next one to go. Quad kill. Chris, his chance to face the music, but it will fall eventually. 4-4.
To be sent forward. Brave needs to be careful, and there's a solo anchor towards the site. The outplay is massive, and he's looking at trying to discipline. He's not been able to deny the spike getting onto site, but he's been able to create a delay, a little bit of chaos, which Eternal Fire have thrived in. Just the spike planter of Chester to capitalise upon, and Brave has done absolute God's work there.
Face early doors is there to greet the TP of Kozok. So just Chester's smokes coming back through. Fortunately, the wall is here. Demek over the top. Can't quite release the showstopper that Rocket denied, and Izzy reinforcing that space.
Yeah, but in the same wall that just doesn't want to be destroyed. That's essentially it. Finally, the showstopper from Kushner will come through with just the last remaining player of Chris to come in. This one, Eternal Fire, will have all the brain power that they need and mechanical ability as well to make this one work. Early contact in through the blinding light. Neffy finds Izzy.
There's a second layer to this as well. There's a back turn from Kushner, but Chris didn't take the opportunity. Anima instead, and Cider right there beside him. All onto Chris now, and he walks into 4 players. A family photo of the fire. An Eternal Fire themselves will just burn. GoNext to a crisp in this round. Demek, his last chance. Get the first kill, the second is right there as well, and now the nade has come back online, so maybe just a chance to throw it over on the top. Both players are stuck in the corner. He's got blast packs to push them there. It's a reserved approach, and in the end he falls, so Eternal Fire.
But there's only just 2 players. The spike is a little bit delayed. There was a chance there for GoNext to fight through, and they do so successfully. Anima is a player that's got 2. He's been in the kill feed constantly, and a Rolling Thunder already alive.
Spawn side wants to clear out this space. Better use of the utility from this position, but Izzy's up close.
Oh, who's going to catch him anyway? I mean, who's only going to really be good for 1. Needs to clutch up once again and has a full belt to work with.
I like the use of the aftershock. He thought it was the satchel in. Demek is the stray player and the one which will close.
Etc. Always big teams to come forward from these 2 regions, and now together, it doesn't look as if it's going to hit the same.
Well, we'll get back to that conversation in just a second, because there's a fight going on right now, and Demek has to lead the conversation for East. The pole has fallen. Neffy prevails. Not offered it. Not just yet.
Worried about Hobbit, but they know that they need to be careful now of the Phantom being shot out, and now it's up to a classic. Arc Rose doesn't hit where it wants.
Izzy fighting towards Spawn. Demek's going to take him down. Retake.
30 seconds left.
Spike being attempted. It's just a tap. If anyone bites at the apple, and well, nobody did. I mean, Eternal Fire are trying to take it a step too far. And that's exactly the case as GoNext come back in. And at 11-7, Eugene right now for Eternal Fire.
That's a huge pick. The big fish. And now Izzy, through the middle, can just secure this one, or at least you'd think. Neffy's still fighting. It's a lost cause. Nowhere to go for GoNext. They try to box in Eternal Fire. The final round.
And there's still more ultimates to come their way. A Rolling Thunder, Armageddon. Sure, GoNext have some of their own to come back in on, but it's whether these players are alive to use them.
Oh, and Brave even has that paranoia for counter utility. Surplus to requirements. It's all Kushner as he executes them all. Izzy to end it. 13-7, a dominant Eternal Fire performance on Lotus.